Hello everyone. Welcome to the second special episode of E+D Wrestling News. This article that I found is called My Opinion of WWE, and I wanted to make a special episode for E+D Wrestling News about this article because just some of the some of the things he said is just was just interesting. So I just wanted to share you what he said. I'm gonna change the tab, quote what he said, and then say the facts and my opinion. Okay? So let's change the tab, and this is the article by his username is NIAFV1, and the name of the article is My Opinion of WWE. Let me first say, okay, right. Let me first start off and say I am an Irish wrestling fan who attend TNA and WWE events when available, and for the summer I stay up until 2 a.m. to watch Raw live, and I also watch SmackDown and Impact every week. I do not read spoilers, so I did not know what was going to happen this week. I missed Raw week this week Raw on Monday, and it only occurred to me earlier on today to look up what happened. I watched the episode upon reading what happened and wonder why should I care. Raw had become a shadow of its former self. I don't even think I will wait up next week. So I'm really I don't read spoilers. I I I read gossip like superstars injured, the new talent. I read those kind, but I don't read spoilers. I want to wait until the next week. I believe if you're a wrestling fan, that's what you should do. Don't go with spoilers. But if you want to go look up like the new talents and stuff like that, that I say go for it. That's a perfect way to to educate yourself more. So other than that, the other huge thing I want to say, and I will quote what he said. Quote, War had become a shadow of its former self. I want to know what he means by that. I'm not getting defensive because War is my favorite show. I just want to know what he means by that. Because I don't think War is that at all. I think Raw is the best wrestling, the entertainment wrestling on TV today. Alright. There are a lot of wrestling shows out there, but in my opinion, I think Raw beat them all. The Nexus anger made me excited once again, but it seemed like that it's cooling off. SummerSlam had one match I wanted to see, which was the WWE title match, to see if Sheamus could finally be a main eventer. Instead, he got a DQ, which I was waiting for the GM to send an email wishing Portland to do what they did at SummerSlam 09, so we could at least get a clear winner. Okay, for more information, and it may sound getting offensive, but because I'm gonna defend my favorite show is Raw, or because I'm gonna defend my idol, Vince Kennedy McMahon, because he's my idol. I look up to the dude. Alright, but I'm not getting mad, and I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna say the whole effing truth. Alright, yes, the Nexus storyline may get a lot of people happy, but to be honest, to be a true wrestling fan, the Nexus was a waste of time. Maybe not the Nexus, but the season 1 of Nexus was a waste of time. What is NXT? NXT is a reality show that they do, and they get to pick one, not all 8, not all 7, not all 6, one superstar to win the whole competition. One, to have a chance to go into the WWE. Now, NXT Season 1, the storyline broke into, pretty much they all got on Raw. Now, maybe if they all were on SmackDown, or maybe a show who is lower than Raw, because if you're a wrestling fan, you would know what is number one. What is the number one wrestling show? Alright, it beat every single wrestling show later. So what is number one? So why put them on the number one wrestling show? It ruined the whole complex. I don't care if it made the storyline more special and made them do made more thing out of the storyline. It ruined the complex of season 1 NXT. It just ruined NXT period. Alright? It actually double think if not you guys, but it making me double think is NXT truly real, or do they pick the winner? Because if they pick the winner, then fuck it, I won't watch it. Okay? Now, if he wanna just watch one match at SummerSlam, why bother? It's just first of all, a waste of time, a waste of money. So I just don't get it. And how he's saying it's the same as SummerSlam '09, I'm really not sure what he meant about that. But I do agree with him. Like the secret general manager, that's what I call him, should have got an email to them and did make it something else. But other than that, I totally disagree with him, and I think he won. Next, Night of Champions will most likely see Sheamus seal the goal again. Sheamus is not Edge. He should be a dominant here. Where did WWE go from here? Kane attacking Undertaker with Pacifica. Randy Orton as a face is a quick becoming saber. They should be creating main event storyline for guys like Dolph Ziggler, face turn and feud with Punk over life stories. Morrison here and feud with DiBiase. Give him or let him buy Money in the Bank. McIntyre win the belt and feud into WrestleMania with Taker. Give the guys the main event. Now, I totally agree. Give these young guys the main event. But I keep on hearing people say these same young guys. There are more young guys in the backstage. Stop repeating Dolph Ziggler. I mean, it's pretty hypocritical. I mean, you talk shit about WWE by reusing Randy Orton, John Cena, and those people, but then when people respond to reusing, like they should use the young guys, they just repeating themselves at word. They keep saying Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, John Morrison. I don't hear anyone but those. WWE have more talent than the people they're using and the people that people want them to be in main event. So people that want people to be in main event just want them because they probably the favorite wrestler. So please stop being hypocritical. Please. Alright? Please. Now, Night of Champions, hey, who cares? If you want to talk so much shit, stop watching. Don't order Night of Champions. Stop watching WWE. Period. Like I said, I may be defensive, but he might either one of my favorite. And first of all, I honestly think I'm speaking the truth. If you want to talk all this shit about WWE, don't watch them at all. If you want to, why watch someone you talk shit about? Just why? Okay, moving on. Okay, and I do agree. I mean, I don't agree with Sheamus dominant here. Are you kidding me? I personally believe that Edge is better than Sheamus. Sheamus sucks on a mic. Give a mic to Sheamus and what? Blah, 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 blah. That's Sheamus. He sucks on the mic. He sucks in the ring. I'm sorry, disagree with me or not, he sucks. Half of him moves or copy of some kind of form of other people move. Alright? For example, when the Austin Punk kick is similar to Sheamus' kick, whatever he does. So, you know what, Sheamus, how about you get better in the ring? Okay? And he probably just saying that because he is an Irish wrestling fan and Sheamus is Irish. So how about you stop being a little biased, I think? How about that? Okay, so Randy Orton is quickly becoming a sad. I don't agree with. I don't see what you're making about that. I mean, created main event stories. They all created main event stories. What do you think what do you think the SummerSlam main event was? That was the main event storyline. I sure don't get where you're coming from with that also. I mean, Dolph Ziggler with the face of CM Punk lifestyle. I honestly don't. I don't see those lifestyle. I don't see that together. I just don't see Morrison with DiBiase. That would actually kind of be good. But about first of all, John Morrison don't have the Money in the Bank, so that's stupid. I mean, have DiBiase and the Money in the Bank winner have a rivalry, and maybe DiBiase buy it from him or something like that. That is a good idea. McIntyre win the book and feud with Undertaker? No, I think Drew McIntyre and Undertaker is a horrible match. Don't do it at all. So next, I will sound like a TNA guy though when I say I like the show. Beer Money and the Gun had amazing matches and should have been the main event as were Inga, Bennett, Edge, Mysterio 2002 series. First it was was the seed if they end ECW one and for all. The Pope and Anderson are two of the best on the mic right now, and I am excited about No Surrender pay-per-view. But TNA does have a long list of things that they need to change in order to compete with WWE. I agree with you 100%. They have to change to compete with WWE, but I also said I don't care if you sound like a TNA guys. Like TNA all you want. Alright, like TNA all you want. I'm not upset, but you're totally wrong about the right talent. But and I'm sorry about saying you're wrong at the right talent. But if you look truly at what business is better, it does WWE, and it proves it in fact in Raiden. So, Beer Money and Motor City Machine Guns all amazing. They are amazing. They should have been the main event. I mean, first thing will only concede. I mean, first of all, I believe they should end ECW. Alright, WWE and TNA both have to stop bringing ECW back. It's over. Alright, it's over. That plain and simple. Over. Stop bringing it back. Alright, it's over. First thing should win because it's TNA. I mean, first of all, I don't like how they bring ECW back and having ECW better than TNA. I mean, come on now, TNA half of what on Team First made TNA, so they should be treating them better than the ECW people. Alright, so I just with that storyline I disagree. The Pope the Pope and Mr. Anderson are the two best on the mic right now. I will agree with Mr. Anderson. First of all, he was totally better at Mr. Kennedy, but they didn't use him. Second of all, I agree, he is great on the mat, okay in the ring, but I mean, the Pope, he is better in the ring than on the mic. I don't think he is that great on the mic at all. But that's my personal opinion. Am I excited to, for the pay-per-view, No Surrender? I don't know. I only heard of a couple matches. Is it going to be better than WWE? I doubt that. It's proven with Raiden. Will I tune in to Raw next week? I do not know. If I will be in college again on Tuesday, WWE is extremely sad right now, and I do not see it changing anytime soon. I agree with Heyman, Smith, that anybody over 40 should have their head chopped off. Triple H have been in the main event for 11 years, almost non-stop. Austin was there for 6 years, HPA for 5, Rock for 4. He should be burning the newer sword and forget about the politics and ego. Until I see a main event featuring two new and non-world champions, so I just think I will be excited to see Raw again. First of all, some 40 years old and older are great. I mean, I agree with you. Old people should chop their head up and stop. First of all, for example,